Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new video, and today we are actually unboxing one of the aircraft that I was talking about, which will be the Scandinavian Airbus A320neo. Yeah, before we get into it, I just want to point out that if you remember in my previous video I talked about how I ordered a Air Serbia A330. So basically Herpa has announced that they have released the aircraft, so I should hopefully be getting it soon. And yeah, and on that I have also ordered two more aircraft, which should be arriving this weekend. Hopefully, if they don't end up being late or something. I will keep them as a secret because, you know, I gotta keep some excitement on this channel, or how should I say it. Either way, let's get to the unboxing of this aircraft. So this right here is, like I said, an Airbus A320neo of Scandinavian Airlines in 1:500 scale by Herpa Wings. And yeah, I have not ordered 1:500 aircraft in a pretty good while, so this is pretty interesting to see and, you know, have a new aircraft to the collection after like an entire year. Because I used to collect these aircraft, and eventually I kind of got bored of it because it was a bit expensive. But yeah, let's not chat too much about that and let's get more into the unboxing itself. So obviously it usually comes in this plastic, I don't know what you should call it, but case kind of. And before we open the aircraft itself, there's one thing I want to point out, and that is that the new boxes that Herpa makes for their aircraft, I don't like the idea of this completely like clear back and front. I think that the front should be you know, as the way it is, but the back should be solid. It should actually have, here for comparison, I love the older design that they had, for example on my Swiss A220-300. As you can see, it has the aircraft itself, and the licensing is a bit more, you know, it's slightly bigger, you got more information and stuff. I think it looks better in my opinion. Instead they decided to go with this, which in my opinion it looks kind of more boring, but yeah. So anyways, like I said, yeah, that's the thing I'd want to change about the boxes. So put this to the side and get to the aircraft itself. So now as I'm opening this, yep, there's the wrap. I ordered the new livery obviously because that's what Scandinavian Airlines is going to use now, I guess. They're not going to use the old livery with the red engines and not fully blue tail, I guess. Anyways, let's start with the front and its details. So at the front we have the cockpit. The only thing I dislike about the Herpa's A320 series is that the front kind of looks odd, although it's pretty good for what you get, honestly. It's not that bad. So obviously, since this is an Airbus A320neo, you have the raccoon eyes, or, you know, it's painted black at the cockpit windows to give it that, I don't know, modern look, I guess. So yeah, we have the right door, and next to it there's the Star Alliance logo, and obviously under the cockpit, I didn't say, but there's the three flags of Scandinavia, which is Sweden, Denmark and Norway, which are all founders of the airline, I guess. They share the airline. And then the Scandinavian Airlines logo, and on the engines we have some minor details, as you can see. Which look pretty nice. As you can see, there's some red markings, and in my opinion, maybe it could be me, but it looks like the engine is slightly tilted upwards. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or not. Wait, hold on, let me just, there's a bit of, there we go. I think that the engine is maybe a bit like tilted upwards. It could be me, but I don't know. Anyways, we have the emergency exits. And then winglets on the wings, obviously, which the Neo series of Airbus usually has. I don't know if there's Airbus A320 series that are Neo without the winglets, but obviously this model has them. I don't know about other ones, but yeah. And moving over to the back here, we have the Scandinavian Airlines branding. Jesus, my camera is like shaking. Let's maybe do like this. It should be better, I think. So we have the license and registration, which is SEROK. The aircraft is named Kraka Viking, which is yeah, basically the name of the aircraft. And obviously we have cargo doors. We got the Scandinavian flags again, which is Denmark, Sweden, Norway. And yeah, there's a bit of paint on the APU, which I find nice. And let's just check this thing out that Herpa usually messes up on their models. Hold on, let me zoom out a bit. So as you can see on the winglets, they seem to have a good angle, which they actually do this time. Herpa sometimes does a little mistake and sometimes overbends their winglets, so they can be bent a bit too much to the outside, sometimes a bit more to the inside. But in this case, it looks pretty good actually. So I'm not gonna complain on that. Maybe the main landing gear on the left side, if we look, it looks a bit bent, but it's not too big of an issue. It doesn't look too bad. And yeah, obviously if we look from the top, you can see the emergency markings. And yeah, there's a little red dot, which is supposed to be a navigation light, I assume. And on the bottom, we have the Scandinavian Airlines branding, which had to get ruined by this stand hole, I guess you can say. You don't even get a stand with the aircraft, so it's kind of pointless to put it there, but I guess Herpa does their thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know, I can point out that the engines are also detailed, looks pretty nice. You can see the fan blades, although it's kind of hard to catch it on this camera that I'm using right now. But yeah, so in my opinion, is this aircraft any good? I'd say yes. It is definitely one of the better A320 models you can get out there of Scandinavian Airlines, especially now since they changed the livery, and they will also start retiring their Boeing 737s. So if you need a Scandinavian Airlines aircraft, I recommend getting a few of these if you're gonna collect, you know, the brand itself. But just generally, for a Scandinavian Airlines, this is a pretty nice model. The only thing I want to complain about is the price. These aircraft are getting more and more expensive through time. I don't know if this has anything to do with the conflict that is going on in Eastern Europe. I won't say the countries because, you know, I want to keep it pretty not political. But anyways, it's just the price. This aircraft costed me, what was it? 30 euros, I think. About 30 euros. Anyways, with all that being said, this was all for me. Sorry if I stutter a bit on English. It's not my mother tongue. I don't speak it usually at home or in school or anything, so it's kind of, you know, I don't speak it all the time, but yeah, I think people should understand me good enough. So yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. Leave any comments if you think or suggest any aircraft, you know, maybe even leave a comment about this aircraft in particular, if you have it or not, or if you're planning to get it. Maybe I can answer and help a bit with choosing the aircraft, I guess. Anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a good day.